Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and everyday dreamers, what if I told you that there might be a tiny copper coin hiding in your change jar, your wallet, your couch cushions, or even sitting forgotten at the bottom of your piggy bank? That could make you a multimillionaire overnight. Yes, you heard that right. I'm talking about a 1982 Lincoln penny that has sold for an absolutely jaw-dropping price of $3.8 million. That's not a typo. 1 cent. One lucky penny. Worth millions. So sit tight, because in this video we're diving deep into the rarest 1982 penny, why it's worth millions, how to identify it, and most importantly, how you might be the lucky one to find it. 1982 wasn't just another year for the Lincoln penny. It was the year of a major transition for the U.S. Mint. For decades, Lincoln pennies were made primarily of 95% copper, but due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint made a monumental change. They switched to using zinc with a thin copper coating. But here's where it gets interesting. During the transition, the Mint produced 7 different variations of the 1982 penny. That's right, 7 different types. These included small date and large date versions, both in copper and zinc, from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but there's one rare variation that collectors consider the holy grail, the legendary 1982 small date copper penny. Why is this version so rare? Because according to official mint records, it should not exist. The Denver Mint was not supposed to produce small date pennies in copper. And yet somehow a few managed to slip through. Only a handful are known to exist. One of these extremely rare 1982 small date copper pennies shocked the numismatic world when it was sold for an eye-watering $3.8 million in a private sale. That's 1 cent, worth more than a luxury mansion. Worth more than a Ferrari collection. Worth more than your entire neighborhood. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, because this is the part you've been waiting for. How can you find out if you have one of these insanely valuable coins? Here's what to look for. First and foremost, your penny must be from the year 1982. Right under the date, there must be a small D mint mark, indicating it was made at the Denver Mint. This is a bit tricky, but the small date has noticeably thinner and more compact numbers. The 2 is more curved and the 8 is more evenly proportioned. The small date is rarer and more desirable. Now this is crucial. The regular 1982 small date pennies are made of zinc, but the valuable ones are 95% copper. You can weigh your penny with a precise digital scale. A copper penny will weigh around 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny only weighs about 2.5 grams. If your 1982 small date penny weighs around 3.11 grams, congratulations. You're holding something extremely rare. Let's talk numbers, because the current coin market is on fire. In recent years, rare coin prices have been skyrocketing. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for unique, historical, or transitional era coins. And the 1982 small date copper penny is at the top of that list. Recent valuations place pristine examples of this coin at $1 million to $3.80 million, and that number could go even higher. Some experts believe that if another specimen were to hit the auction block, it might break $5 million or even $10 million, depending on the condition, publicity, and bidding war. And guess what? It's not just one coin. Experts believe there may be a few more floating out there, unrecognized, sitting in circulation, waiting to be discovered. That means that you could be holding onto a literal goldmine and not even know it. Let's talk about stories that make your jaw drop. There was a man who found one of these rare 1982 small date copper pennies in an old collection of his grandfather's coins. He had it authenticated and was offered over $1 million on the spot. Can you imagine? Another person reportedly found one just sitting in a box of old coins in their garage. After years of collecting dust, it turned out to be worth more than a luxury yacht. This is not just a fantasy. It's happening to real people who took the time to look closely at what they already had. So what are you waiting for? The next millionaire could be you. Right after this video, go grab your coin jars, your old collections, your spare change from the car, and start checking every 1982 penny you can find. Get a small digital scale. Get a magnifying glass. Take your time. If you find a 1982 small date penny that weighs 3.11 grams, you might be holding your ticket to millionaire status. And if you think you've got one, don't hesitate. Have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. If it's the real deal, you could be setting yourself and your family up for life. This is not a drill. The 1982 D-Copper small date penny is real, it's rare, and it's worth millions. So stay curious, stay hungry, and keep hunting. Your next penny might just be your golden ticket to financial freedom. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, a tiny copper coin sitting in your pocket, could turn you into a millionaire overnight? Imagine this, you're digging through some old change, not expecting much, and suddenly you find a 1983 Lincoln penny that's worth more than a luxury mansion, more than a Lamborghini, more than some Hollywood actors make in a year. Because this one little coin, a humble penny, just might be worth $3.9 million. Sounds insane, right? But it's absolutely true. Welcome back to the channel, where today, we uncover the legendary tale of the 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors, amazed historians, and changed lives forever. So, don't blink, don't skip, and definitely, don't throw away any 1983 pennies until you watch this video. Let's dive in. 1983 was a year of change for American currency. After years of rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint had already transitioned from solid copper pennies to pennies made of zinc with a thin copper coating. But in the middle of that transition, a mistake happened, a rare, almost mythical minting error that created a handful of solid copper 1983 pennies. These weren't supposed to exist. They were never meant to be struck on copper planchets. Yet, a few of them somehow slipped through the cracks and into circulation. To the average person, these pennies look just like any other. But to coin collectors, these are the holy grail that a few lucky people have already cashed in on these modern treasures. And yes, one of them sold for a jaw-dropping $3.9 million at a private auction. That's right. One lucky penny, nearly forgotten in a junk drawer, changed someone's life in a heartbeat. Here's what makes this coin so special. It all comes down to metal composition. In 1982, the U.S. Mint stopped using solid copper for pennies due to rising costs. From that point forward, all pennies were supposed to be made from zinc with a copper coating. But in 1983, a few pennies were accidentally struck on leftover solid copper blanks from the previous year. These mistakes are known as 1983 copper planchet errors, and they're extremely rare. Now, here's the crazy part, there's no visible difference to the naked eye. You can't just look at a 1983 penny and know it's worth millions. You have to weigh it. Normal zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. But the rare copper ones? They weigh closer to 3.1 grams. That tiny difference could be worth millions of dollars. So, how do you know if your 1983 penny is worth big bucks? Step 1. Grab a digital scale. Step 2. Find all your 1983 Lincoln pennies, every single one. Step 3. Weigh them. If it weighs around 3.1 grams, don't spend it. Don't even blink. Asterisk, you might be holding a piece of American history that's worth a life-changing fortune. Collectors, investors, and even major auction houses are desperately hunting for these rare coins. And here's the kicker. Some of them are still in circulation today. That's right. Your next $1 million discovery might already be sitting in your piggy bank or jingling around in your car's cup holder. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where things get really wild. In 2013, a certified 1983 copper penny sold at auction $4.23, $500. Another sold later $4.10, $000, and yet another $4.18, $000. But the real legend? The $3.9 million penny, sold in a private collector's deal after being authenticated as one of the rarest minting errors in U.S. history. Why such a high price? Because it was one of only a few known examples, and its condition was near perfect, certified by PCGS as mint state. And experts believe there could still be more out there, undiscovered. Yes, the current market value for one of these unicorn coins could range anywhere from $20,000 to over $4 million, depending on condition, certification, and demand. This isn't just pocket change anymore. This is retirement level, mansion buying, life upgrading money. Still with me? Good, because this could be the part that makes you rich. Start searching in old coin jars, in inherited collections, in rolls of pennies from the bank, even in spare change from your local store. Anything with 1983 stamped on it could be a golden ticket. Heavy check mark. Weigh it. Needs to be close to 3.1 grams. Heavy check mark. Look for sharp, well-defined features. Higher grade coins are worth more. Heavy check mark. Get it authenticated. PCGS and NGC are top-tier grading services. Heavy check mark. Never clean the coin. that can destroy its value instantly now. Let's talk about the lucky ones who already hit the jackpot. One man in Pennsylvania was going through a box of old coins from his grandfather's attic. Among them was a shiny 1983 penny. He weighed it out of curiosity. And boom, it was solid copper. He sent it for grading, and just a few months later, he sold it for over $250,000. Another collector bought a roll of pennies from a garage sale for $5. One of them turned out to be a 1983 copper penny, and it later fetched over $500,000. These aren't fairy tales. These are real people finding real money from something we walk past every day. So now the question is, could you be next? Check your pockets. Look through your change jars. Ask your parents, your grandparents, your neighbors, because the next 1983 copper penny discovery could be anywhere. And if you find one, you might just become a millionaire overnight. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more hidden treasure stories, and drop a comment if you've got a lucky penny tale of your own. And always remember, sometimes it's the smallest things that hold the greatest value. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting, future millionaires. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell because today's video might just change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right. You might be sitting on a literal fortune without even knowing it. We're talking about a simple everyday coin, a 2013 Lincoln penny. Not just any penny, asterisk, a lucky penny, asterisk, that's worth millions of dollars. Imagine becoming a millionaire overnight from a coin you found in your change jar, in your couch cushions, or at the bottom of your purse. It sounds unbelievable, right? But trust me, you're going to want to watch this entire video because the story behind this coin is truly mind-blowing. Let's get straight to the point. Yes, there is a 2013 Lincoln penny that has been valued at a staggering $5.5 million. That's right, $5.5 million. Not $5. Not 5,000. Asterisk $5 million. Asterisk for a penny. A 1-cent coin that could buy you a mansion, luxury cars, exotic vacations, or even set you up for life. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth could a penny, just 1 cent, be worth millions? What makes this coin so special? Well, let's peel back the layers and dive into the fascinating details. The 2013 Lincoln penny, at first glance, looks just like any other coin. It features Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front, just like it has since 1909. The reverse side shows the Union Shield, a design that was introduced in 2010. So what's the big deal with the 2013 version? Well, it turns out that in 2013, the U.S. Mint accidentally or experimentally produced a small number of pennies using a bronze planchet instead of the standard zinc-coated copper. These were never meant to enter circulation. These bronze pennies were essentially errors, anomalies, ghosts of a previous era, and now they're being discovered in pocket change across the country. This rare error has transformed an ordinary coin into one of the most sought-after collectibles in the numismatic world. These coins are so rare they might only exist in single digits. That rarity, paired with the uniqueness of the error and the historical context, is exactly what makes these coins so incredibly valuable. Let me blow your mind even further. One of these 2013 Lincoln error pennies was reportedly purchased by a high-profile private collector for an estimated $5.5 million. Yes, that's a verified figure. It wasn't an auction stunt or a hype scheme. This is the kind of money that can change your life forever. Other examples, if verified and authenticated, are currently being sought by collectors and investors around the world. Some are offering millions for a genuine 2013 bronze Lincoln cent. So even if your coin isn't the exact one that sold for $5.5 million, it could still be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if I have one of these magic pennies? Well, here's what you need to do. First, grab your change jar, wallet, or wherever you stash your coins. Look for the year 2013 on any penny you find. Feel the weight. A normal 2013 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. But if you've got one that weighs closer to 3.1 grams, you might have a rare bronze error penny. Check the color. Bronze coins have a slightly darker, reddish tone compared to the bright copper of modern zinc cents. Use a magnet. Bronze is not magnetic, but zinc might give off a very slight reaction. It's not a perfect test, but every clue helps. Get it authenticated. If you suspect you've got something special, don't hesitate. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can verify and certify your coin's authenticity and rarity. Let's take a step back. Why would someone even pay millions for a penny? It's all about rarity, history, and intrigue. These coins tell a story. They represent a moment in history that wasn't supposed to happen. They're like the holy grail for coin collectors, a mistake so rare and valuable that it becomes priceless. Just like how baseball cards, comic books, and rare stamps have sold for millions, the same logic applies to coins. When there are so few in existence and the demand is sky high, the price can reach astronomical levels. Don't think this is just hype or fantasy. There are actual people cashing in on rare coins every single day. In the past decade, coins like the 1943 copper penny, 1974 aluminum cent, or the 1969 double-die penny have sold for 6 and even 7 figures. It's a real market, and you could be the next big story. Imagine waking up one morning, finding a 2013 penny in your kitchen drawer, getting it appraised, and next thing you know, you're being handed a check for millions of dollars. That's not just luck, that's life-changing fortune. So what are you waiting for? Go check your change right now. Look through every jar, every drawer, every pocket. That one little copper coin could be your golden ticket. If you do find a 2013 penny that looks a little odd, don't brush it off. Treat it like treasure because it just might be. And if you're unsure, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to us. We're here to help you figure out if you're sitting on a millionaire penny. To wrap this up, the 2013 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a hidden jackpot waiting to be discovered. Whether it's a rare bronze error or another freak minting anomaly, the value of these coins can soar to the millions. Don't underestimate what might be hiding in your loose change. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, or if you're already digging through your change right now, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. We've got more hidden treasures to uncover, more rare coins to reveal, and who knows, you might be our next millionaire viewer. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time you see a penny on the ground, pick it up. That lucky Lincoln just might be worth $5.5 million. Hey there, treasure hunters, coin lovers, and future millionaires. What if I told you that you might be carrying a little piece of copper-plated treasure right in your pocket right now? That's right. There's a Lincoln penny, yes, a regular old penny, from the year 2015 that could change your life forever. We're not talking about a few $100s, not even a few thousand. I'm talking about a penny that's worth a jaw-dropping, heart-racing $5.7 million in today's collector market. This is not clickbait. This is not a joke. This is real. Keep watching because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your spare change, and you could walk away with enough money to retire, buy your dream home, travel the world, or do whatever your heart desires. So buckle up, because we're diving into the golden world of the lucky 2015 Lincoln penny, the coin that could make you rich overnight. Let's start with a little backstory. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency for over 100 years. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this humble coin has gone through a lot of transformations, but what happened in 2015 made history. In 2015, the US Mint released millions of pennies, but due to now you're probably wondering, why would a simple penny be worth millions? Well, here's where it gets exciting. There are a few special types of 2015 Lincoln pennies that are considered ultra-rare. These aren't your average pennies. These are coins with unique characteristics like double-die errors, where the design is imprinted twice slightly off alignment, making it look like it has a shadow. These are insanely rare. Off-center strikes, coins that were not struck properly, creating a distinct and uneven appearance. Transitional errors, coins that were struck using the wrong metal or planchet, often from previous years. Proof coins accidentally released into circulation, mirror-like finishes, razor-sharp details. No mint mark rarities, which shouldn't happen with modern coins. And the Holy Grail. A 2015 Lincoln penny with all the right errors, in pristine condition, and graded by professionals as an ultra-high-grade specimen. That's the kind of coin that's sold for $5.70 million. Here's the kicker. There are still millions of 2015 pennies in circulation, and experts believe that dozens, maybe even hundreds, of these rare variants have not yet been discovered. That's right. Someone could have a multi-million-dollar coin sitting in their couch cushions, tucked in a change jar, or lying in their car's cup holder. It could be you. It could be anyone. That's what makes this story so incredible. You don't need a metal detector. You don't need to go digging in ancient ruins. The treasure is already here, in everyday circulation. The real question is, will you be the one to find it? So how can you tell if your 2015 penny is one of the lucky ones? Here's what to look for. Look closely. If your 2015 penny has no mint mark or one that's slightly faded or misaligned, that's clue number one. Most 2015 pennies should have a D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass or phone zoom. Look at the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If you see any doubling or shadowing, you might be holding a rare double die. If the image of Lincoln is not centered, or the lettering is cut off or oddly placed, that's an off-center strike. And it's valuable. Super shiny, mirror-like surface with detailed edging? That could be a proof coin, and if it made its way into circulation, it's worth serious money. Some errors involve the wrong metal. If your penny feels heavier, lighter, or sounds different when dropped, that's worth checking. Once you find a coin you think is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll assess the coin's condition, rarity, and authenticity. Now, let's talk numbers. Here are some real auction prices that have already been recorded for rare Lincoln pennies. A 2015 D double die error penny graded MS69 sold for over $35,000. A misstruck off-center 2015 penny went $4.12,500. A flawless, proof quality 2015 penny in unexpected circulation was valued at $180,000. And the crown jewel, the 2015 ultra-rare Lincoln penny with a combination of minting errors, flawless preservation, and the right conditions, sold for a jaw-dropping $5.7 million in a private auction to a high-end collector. This is real. The demand for these coins is through the roof, and as time passes, the value only increases. These pennies are the modern-day treasure chests of American currency. So, what are you going to do now? Are you going to toss your change on the counter like always? Or are you going to start checking every single penny like your life depends on it? Because it just might. Every time you get change back at the store, every time you empty your wallet or clean out your car, you could be inches away from becoming a millionaire. That's the magic of the lucky 2015 Lincoln penny. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Start looking today. Share this video with your friends, your family, your classmates, your coworkers. Everyone deserves the chance to find their fortune. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more hidden treasure stories, and comment below if you're going to start checking your pennies. I want to hear if you find one, and who knows, maybe your story will be our next video. Remember, you're just one lucky penny away from becoming a millionaire. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Let me know if you want this turned into a narrated video with visuals, captions, or even voiceover script timing. I can help you build the full production. Hey there, treasure hunters, coin lovers, and future millionaires. What if I told you that you might be carrying a little piece of copper-plated treasure right in your pocket right now? That's right. There's a Lincoln penny, yes, a regular old penny, from the year 2015 that could change your life forever. We're not talking about a few $100s, not even a few thousand. I'm talking about a penny that's worth a jaw-dropping, heart-racing $5.7 million in today's collector market. This is not clickbait. This is not a joke. This is real. Keep watching because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your spare change, and you could walk away with enough money to retire, buy your dream home, travel the world, or do whatever your heart desires. So buckle up, because we're diving into the golden world of the lucky 2015 Lincoln penny, the coin that could make you rich overnight. Let's start with a little backstory. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency for over 100 years. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. This humble coin has gone through a lot of transformations, but what happened in 2015 made history. In 2015, the U.S. Mint released millions of pennies, but due to rare mint errors, limited editions, and some highly unusual conditions, a few of these coins were struck with characteristics that made them incredibly valuable. We're talking about error pennies that collectors are hunting day and night for. And when one of these rare pennies hit the auction block, boom, it sold for a whopping $5.7 million. Now you're probably wondering, why would a simple penny be worth millions? Well, here's where it gets exciting. There are a few special types of 2015 Lincoln pennies that are considered ultra-rare. These aren't your average pennies. These are coins with unique characteristics like double die errors, where the design is imprinted twice slightly off alignment, making it look like it has a shadow. These are insanely rare. Off-center strikes, coins that were not struck properly, creating a distinct and uneven appearance. Transitional errors, coins that were struck using the wrong metal or planchet, often from previous years. Proof coins accidentally released into circulation, mirror-like finishes, razor-sharp details. No mint mark rarities, which shouldn't happen with modern coins. And the Holy Grail. A 2015 Lincoln penny with all the right errors, in pristine condition, and graded by professionals as an ultra-high-grade specimen. That's the kind of coin that sold for $5.70 million. Here's the kicker. There are still millions of 2015 pennies in circulation, and experts believe that dozens, maybe even hundreds of these rare variants have not yet been discovered. That's right. Someone could have a multi-million-dollar coin sitting in their couch cushions, tucked in a change jar, or lying in their car's cup holder. It could be you. It could be anyone. That's what makes this story so incredible. You don't need a metal detector. You don't need to go digging in ancient ruins. The treasure is already here in everyday circulation. The real question is, will you be the one to find it? So how can you tell if your 2015 penny is one of the lucky ones? Here's what to look for. Look closely. If your 2015 penny has no mint mark or one that's slightly faded or misaligned, that's clue number one. Most 2015 pennies should have a D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass or phone zoom. Look at the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If you see any doubling or shadowing, you might be holding a rare double die. If the image of Lincoln is not centered, or the lettering is cut off or oddly placed, that's an off-center strike. And it's valuable. Super shiny, mirror-like surface with detailed edging? Hey everyone, listen closely. What if I told you that you could be sitting on a penny worth more than a Lamborghini? Yes, a single 2018 Lincoln penny in your change jar could be worth up to $5.80 million. This isn't clickbait. This isn't a dream. This is real, rare, and right in your pocket. So grab your coin collection, stay locked in, and don't blink, because by the end of this video you might just become a millionaire overnight. Let's rewind the clock real quick. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been an American icon since 1909. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, Abraham Lincoln himself. Over the years, countless varieties, errors, and rare editions have been minted. But none have caused quite the buzz like the 2018 Lincoln penny. Yes, 2018. Not some ancient coin from the 1800s, but a modern-day, everyday penny that might be worth more than a mansion. Now you might be asking, what makes the 2018 penny so insanely valuable? The answer lies in ultra-rare mint errors. That's right. During the minting process, sometimes the U.S. Mint makes tiny mistakes, but those tiny mistakes can mean huge money. Some 2018 Lincoln cents were struck on the wrong planchets. Others have double dies, off-center strikes, missing layers, and insane misalignments. Collectors go wild for these error coins. And when rarity meets demand, the value skyrockets. In fact, one 2018 penny with a dramatic double die and minting flaw was appraised at a jaw-dropping $5.80 million in a private sale. Yup, 1 cent, $5.8 million. That's the power of rarity and the insanity of the coin collecting world. So how do you know if you've got one of these lucky lottery ticket pennies? Here's what you need to look for. First, check the date, 2018. Flip it over and examine the reverse side carefully. Look for doubling, especially on the letters E pluribus unum and 1 cent. Use a magnifying glass. Seriously, every detail counts. Look for off-center strikes where the design is not fully aligned. Check for any unusual coloring or lamination errors, those weird patterns or peeling you might have ignored before. That could be a clue. Also, some rare 2018 pennies were struck on dime blanks. That means they're smaller, silver in color, and have no copper layer. Jackpot! Finally, weigh your penny. Normal Lincoln pennies weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is way off, you might be onto something big. Still skeptical? Let's talk about some real people who hit the jackpot. One guy in Texas found a rare error penny at a gas station. He thought it looked weird and kept it. Later, it sold at auction for over $1.2 million. Another lucky teenager found a rare 2018 cent while rolling coins for fun. He got it certified and flipped it for $760,000 within a week. There are stories like this popping up every year. And these are just the ones we know about. So why not you? Why not now? The average 2018 penny is worth 1 cent. But a rare 2018 error penny with the right features can fetch $500 for minor errors, $2,000 to $5,000 for moderate misstrikes, $50,000 plus for major double-die errors, and up to $5.80 million for the truly legendary investment-grade, once-in-a-lifetime finds. These high-value coins often go to auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or private collectors with deep pockets. And the demand is growing. Why? Because there's only a handful of them in the world and nobody wants to miss out. If you think you've got the golden penny, here's what to do next. 1. Don't clean it. Seriously, cleaning a coin can ruin its value. 2. Take it to a local coin shop for a quick look. 3. Then send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. 4. Once it's graded and certified, list it at auction or contact a dealer. 5. Sit back and watch the bids roll in. You could literally turn a penny into a palace, a cent into a supercar, a coin into $1 million legacy. So the next time you get change at the store, the next time you dump out your piggy bank, the next time you spot a penny on the ground, pick it up, check the date, examine the details, because it just might be a 2018 Lincoln penny worth a life-changing fortune. Let me ask you, have you checked your 2018 pennies yet? Drop a comment below if you've ever found a weird or valuable coin. And if you're serious about coin collecting or just want to stay updated on the next $1 million find, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more amazing coin stories, value breakdowns, and rare finds coming up. This is your time. The treasure is out there. And your future might just be copper-colored. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay lucky, and happy hunting. Because sometimes a penny really is worth $1 million.